So there's a couple boys questions. This is like up our alley. Real solid, by the way. This question. It's not about dating. It is, but it's like a different thing.
All right.
I started dating a new girlfriend after being single for 3 years, and I forgot how expensive having a girlfriend is.
Oh, did I write this?
I'm finishing college and I only work like 15 hours a week, so I don't have a ton of money. How do I transition us into not spending as much money at the moment without seeming like I'm a cheap ass? I don't want to end up not having enough money for us to do something and look gay. She doesn't have a job at the moment either because she's a student teaching for this semester, so I'm paying for everything. Should I be more romantic but low-key do cheaper stuff? For example, cooking and doing all that sort of shit, going to the park, watching movies at home. Any ideas for the situation? My bank account's fucking bleeding.
Yeah.
So yeah, he is on the right track, but it's like always go a little younger. So you sort of date a little younger.
Like he's
than
in college.
Yeah. So if he's in college, if you're third year, you date first year, and then you
That's
definitely
fine. I don't think you're getting too much.
going to keg parties, fucking dorm shit. Like, you can't. I mean, when I was in college, I don't remember ever even doing like dates. Like when I was in Toronto, going to Trinity Bellwoods Park with a chick, like you fucking go drink in the bushes. Like that's the beauty of being young. You don't have cash, but it's like you can 100% be like, yo, want to bop around the fucking city getting drunk?
Yeah.
And you need to make it cool. Girls will be down with anything as long as you make it cool.
Yeah.
So it's like you need to be confident in your shit.
I mean, I guess there's if her last guy was like taking her out and all sorts
but
of
then
stuff.
You need to train your brain and be like, yeah, fucking roll your eyes at that fucking like, yeah, when you date your like fucking older finance guy or rich dude, it's like, yeah, I'm not into that shit. Like
exactly. That's kind of the move. Is you got to be like, I'm not into that shit.
You gotta be like, I'm not into that shit.
Yeah, that's
dude, who wants to go on dates when you're 20 where you're like going to like a fancy restaurant? Who wants to do that? That's crazy.
No.
You don't want to be doing that shit. You want to be fucking getting...
I mean, again, there's no scenario where you're going to set this precedent where you're going to be doing this all the time. So you say that for like birthdays. That's like a birthday thing. Go out for dinner.
Dude, I fucking didn't take girls on dates till I was fucking 30. And I wasn't even fucking really that poor.
No, you're just like...
I honestly don't like doing that. You got to believe the fucking lie.
Yeah, you don't take a date out for dinner, but...
Dude, I would love...
Your girlfriend.
Movies is big for me.
Yeah, movies is a good one.
Love movies. That's a fucking fun one. Sneak some alcohol into.
Museums, if you're into that kind of thing, you can usually do fairly...
For me, fucking drunk in the park, drunk in the beach... Netflix and chill. Like you gotta crack the code, man. Doing this stuff's nuts.
Yeah, I think when especially
come out with your friends at a house
in
party.
College, like it's not like
find the keg party.
I think you're also maybe
you have a weird girl that's into this shit.
You might be assuming she needs this stuff too.
It also might be not, but if
I don't know.
If you have a fucking 20-year-old that wants all this nonsense, you got the wrong chick. Like, dude. If you have a cool friend group, especially, it's like you come around, it's like, yeah, I don't know, yeah, don't date a 22-year-old if you want some like fucking rich dude.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, if you want, and I mean, that's the thing. That's kind of the thing with being in college is that a lot of times girls do date older guys because they actually have less in relation with a guy their age at that point. I mean, kind of in general, actually, but
yeah.
Yeah, if they want to do fucking cool, expensive shit, then they don't date a fucking broke college kid.
Yeah, do not mess with that.
Yeah, so I don't know. That's a tough one. You kind of just gotta be creative, I guess. And
you have to. The main thing for anything is you've got to make whatever you're doing the cool thing, and then dismiss everything else without being too obvious about it. Mm-hmm. Like you got to be like, oh, yeah, I don't want to go to some fancy restaurant with like a bunch of fucking old people. He's like, we're 20. I'm in college. I want to be fucking like. Going to a fucking like keg party. I don't want to be at some like fancy restaurant with a bunch of like people with gray hair. Like, why would I want to do that?
That is a good tact.
Like that shit's for old people.
Yeah.
It's like you like got to write that off. Where it's like, yeah, I'm fucking 21. I don't want to do that nonsense. So yeah, go out date with a fucking like a college kid who's trying to pretend he's like a fucking 50-year-old.
Yeah. I mean, I would enjoy doing that shit. Like fucking being broken 20 or whatever the fuck.
Being broken 20 was fine, dude.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's just like you
drink 40s.
You just don't need the only issue is you just can't have some chick who's like expects you to be.
Even still, you just have to be cool. Like if you're a cool dude, I dated those girls and be like they weren't like that around here. If you're fucking around us, you be fucking hanging around the band van getting fucking shots if you want. Smoking fucking darts at the back of the band van.
Get a band van and some darts.
It's all about convincing you your thing's cool.
That's true.